This is why I'll probably never get corporate sponsorship from Harley-Davidson. Or anyone else for that matter. Hi y'all, I'm Chase. I'm going to tell you a story. A story about a visit to a dealership, a once beloved dealership. What I think was a mom and pop dealership. See, I went to visit a dealership. Now, I was just kind of hanging out, looking for bikes, looking for, maybe some new Harley gear to buy, a new shirt, something like that. And I got to talking to one of the salesmen. My guess is this is the salesman that was assigned to me when I walked in, and that they would try to sell me a bike. Well, I'll talk to anybody, I really will. And I'll talk to them at length. And I'll ask them questions. I don't know, I'll talk to anybody about their life. So this guy starts telling me about how, he's not really even all that into bikes. That he worked at a dealership that was for European cars before. Think Mercedes, BMW, that kind of thing. And then he also doesn't even own a bike. Yeah, he's working at a Harley dealership, selling motorcycles, doesn't even own a bike. I mean, not even like a Honda or something. Never owned a bike. And that's a weird thing to me. Very strange. Why would you want to work at a place? I mean, it's like being a car salesman and you can't drive. It doesn't make sense to me. So, I know more about the bikes that he's trying to show me than he does. And I'm not talking about the Pan Am. I'm talking about like the Softail line. The Lowrider STs. He didn't know that they'd changed the exhaust on them, that they changed the bag sizes because one side used to be bigger than the other. On the exhaust side, the bag was actually smaller. He had no idea about that. He didn't know about the upgrades to all LED lighting, all that. He didn't even know what size engine was in the bikes. Now, I'm pretty sure that this dealership has been taken over by a large conglomerate. And I made a comment to someone just today about things that I've noticed when a conglomerate takes over. Now, this is just one thing. Now, when I used to visit this dealer, you would come in and then right outside a window, you could see all the employees' bikes lined up. And we're talking everything from like Dynas to Glides to, one dude had an FXR. That was cool as hell. And you knew that the people working there rode. Maybe not the chicks working in the clothing section. And even some of those actually ride. But some of them don't. I understand that they're, short women, and man, Harleys are heavy SOBs. So short, small women, heavy SOB Harleys, I kind of get it. I understand. And they're like into the clothing and, that kind of stuff. But if you were going to be selling me a bike, yours was sitting outside. Now though, it's just a bunch of the bikes that are sitting outside now. They're all just the new bikes. And you walk in, you don't see those bikes anymore. I don't know if the conglomerate decided that was stupid, that they shouldn't have that it would encourage people to not buy new bikes. But I think it does the absolute opposite. It's a comforting thing. You ride. Not only do you ride, but you will ride anything. You will ride old stuff. That you are all about heritage Harley. It doesn't matter what you ride. It's just that you ride here. It's kind of like, I don't know. It makes you feel comfortable at home. That you're talking with someone that has the same interests that you do. And now that that's gone, you walk in, it's literally just some dude that comes up and says, "Hey man, want to buy a bike? I got this bike over here. It's a cool bike. Look, it's black, or it's silver, or it's blue. Oh, well, what size engine's in it? The hell if I know. Oh, well, what do you ride? Ride? Yeah, you get that? Kind of puts you a little bit off. I don't know. But it ended like last year, I think, when they stopped putting the bikes out. And this was earlier this year when I stopped in, and it was a weird thing. Like, I'm a customer, and it wasn't even the Pan Am. I knew more about a Softail. I'm not riding a Softail. I'm not even really interested in buying a Softail, but I knew more about the Softail than he did. That's insane. That should be impossible. How can you perform your job if you don't know anything about what you're selling? I know everybody thinks, oh, it's just car sales. Here in America, everything is so far away that you actually do need a car. Sorry, we don't. I live in the middle of nowhere. Without a car, you're not going anywhere. The closest I can walk to go to a grocery store is like a half hour. That's driving, not walking. So yeah, a bike is not the same. It's a visceral feeling. It's something you do that's a hobby. It's almost defining of your being, of you. So I don't need that. If I walk into a place and this guy's trying to sell me something that's let's call it a part of me, and he doesn't have that same feeling, that he doesn't ride. I mean, even riding. I mean, I wouldn't care if the guy, if he told me he rode a Honda Magna or, no, hell, I ride a Vespa. I mean, hell, at least you're on two wheels. A Tomos moped. Hey, at least he's on two wheels. We can get along. But if you're just some guy that's trying to sell me a bike, I can go get that anywhere. I don't see the point. And that was the draw that a lot of these like big conglomerates, when they buy out these Harley dealers, oh, they're so successful, this mom and pop. That's what made them successful, idiots. It made them successful because you could walk in, those people, they were just like you. I walk in now and some Mercedes guy that used to sell Mercedes is trying to sell me a Harley-Davidson. Doesn't own, doesn't want to own, doesn't ride himself. I mean, not even any bike. Seriously, you think I'm... I feel like kind of like insulted. I don't know why. I can't tell you why it feels insulting, but it does. It seems off. And when you sanitize the area of anything that might remind customers of all the old stuff, you know, like the FXRs or the Sportsters or, you know, I would swear that one of the employees had an old shovel. Man, I remember seeing it and going, wow, that's really cool. Some dude rode a shovel to work. That's what Harley is to a lot of people. Yeah, I'm really bad at explaining things, but you can be a Harley guy, and honestly, I've never talked to a Harley guy that doesn't appreciate like a knucklehead or a flathead or a shovel or an Evo or the twin cam. They all look at those things and it's Harley. That's Harley. And it makes them feel good. It's like there's some tradition there. There's a line of succession. And just because there's an M8, it doesn't mean that I have to hate this other engine. And that's what it feels like. It feels like that you're trying to delete history. And man, people really don't like that. Trying to act like something never happened. No. Don't worry about those old bikes. No, we don't want people to see those. We only want people to see the M8. We only want people to see the Rev Max. This is not how motorcycles are sold, at least Harleys. I don't know about the other brands, but I know it's not the way Harleys are sold. It's not the way that people, I don't know. Harley riders and Harley buyers, they don't operate in the same manner as like, I don't know, a guy that goes out looking for a Hyundai. So, yeah. But Just train your employees better. Don't hire employees who don't ride. It's off-putting. I mean, I have nothing in common with this guy. He is literally just trying to sell me something. He can't tell me, and that's the other thing, he can't tell me anything about any of these bikes. He just knows he wants to sell me one because his paycheck's involved. There's no feeling to it. It's cold. It's a transaction like I'm buying lunch meat. I mean, seriously, what the hell? I don't want to buy from somebody like that. Some guy that's not even excited enough to ride. What the hell are you doing there? Dude, go back to selling, Ferraris or whatever the hell you were selling before this, man. If you don't ride, what do we got in common? Well, we both drive cars. Everybody drives a car, dude. That doesn't mean we have anything in common, honestly. No, that's that. Motorcyclists, it's like a defining piece of their character. Again, I couldn't explain to you why this is, but it is. I can stop at any gas station. I can see a guy roll up on what's the worst bike anyone? What's one that people just don't like? Oh, a Versus 650, a Kawasaki Versus 650. I know this because everybody talks crap about them. Literally, I roll into a gas station, start filling up. Another guy rolls in on a Versus 650. He rolls up. We start bullshitting. I don't care that he rides a Versus 650. I don't care if anybody hates it. The guy's out there on two wheels. We have something in common. We have, and we're doing something that's, dangerous, that's thrilling. It's a hobby that we both share. I don't care if you work at a Harley dealer and you're riding a KLX 300. You're out there on two wheels. But if you're just some dude that's trying to sell me something, I mean, dude, I can go buy a Harley anywhere. You need to have that something extra, and that something extra is riding. That something extra is owning a motorcycle. You take care of it. You take pride in it. You clean it. You wash it. You do the maintenance on it. Man, talking to a guy about doing the maintenance on a Pan Am, having to tear the tank off, that stuff. It's one of those things that you guys will have in common. Like, oh man, it's a pain in the ass to take off. Have you ever left the tank filled when you need to do the service and you pull the tank off to do the air filter and the damn thing's full and you're like, oh son of a bitch, why did I fill this before I got home? I'm such an idiot. That. Because we have like a shared struggle. That's what it is. That's how you sell bikes. Because, if some guy, have you ever been caught in a rainstorm on a bike? I don't even ride. He doesn't he can't understand the amount of suffering that you've endured. To enjoy something. He just can't understand you, period. He just wants to sell you something. And like I said, if I was buying lunch meat, that's fine. But I'm not buying lunch meat. Lunch meat doesn't stir my soul. Motorcycling stirs my soul. Going out, cranking that throttle, and yeah, that. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff that stirs the soul. Not, oh great, a ham sandwich. Like what Mama Cass died from. Lovely. Yeah. No. Seriously, conglomerates, stop buying up these mom and pop dealerships and turning them into clean, sanitized, all that stuff. Oh, and Harley-Davidson, seriously, you don't need to have every single dealer revamp their entire inside of their store, redesign it, and all that stuff. No, stop doing that. I like walking in and seeing old stuff. It's nostalgic. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel something. I walk in and it's like a damned McDonald's that somebody turned into a big square block building. No. Nobody wants that. This brutalist, it's architecture. It's just block stuff. We don't live in the Soviet Union, you weirdos. I know that's where you guys are. I don't know if you guys are from like East Germany or something, or I don't know. But man, seriously, get it together. Stop trying to tear down everything that other people built and turning it into something different. You're not going to sanitize it. In fact, you're just going to lose more customers this way. I promise you. If you think I'm wrong, look at your current bottom line. Now, this is only one aspect of why things are bad with Harley-Davidson and why things are bad with dealerships. There's so many aspects right now. And I've made a video before this about one of those, and it was, the pricing and all that stuff, and making stuff in the United States and making stuff out of the United States and overseas and all that stuff. But this one right here, this one is a very particular one because I watched it happen to my local dealership. And it's not even a local dealership because my local dealership, a mom and pop place, they had to close down. Because they couldn't afford the updates and redesigns and to carry a bunch of extra, Harley-Davidson bikes that other larger ones could handle because they couldn't afford the payments and the money that would be owed on them. So they had to shutter. So literally, you guys are cutting your own throats with this stuff. Stop. Think. I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I know it's a weird subject, but watching a dealer demolish itself, it's hard, especially when it's been one that you've enjoyed, for years, and then you see them that they've been bought out by a conglomerate, and it's some sanitized sales floor. Yeah, it's hard to watch. Also, like and subscribe, click that ding link to be notified of any new videos I'm coming out with, and I'm sure, like I said, this will probably just anger somebody at Harley and will ensure that they never give me a chance to do anything with them. That's alright. I'd rather say something and maybe make a difference than make a dime. That's more important to me. Because, every time a motorcycle manufacturer has to close, that's less competition. And I still believe that competition, well, it breeds innovation. So, thank you for watching, lads and lasses. Stay safe, stay stubborn, get out there and ride. Learn to ride a motorcycle. Buy a motorcycle if you work at a dealership and you are a salesman. Bye all.